Good morning, everyone. Welcome to You Have Beauty Care Choices. Today's episode is Why Choose Alterna? And I am so excited. Alterna has been a staple brand in the industry for so long and has some amazing products. And we have their global education manager, Paul Wintner, and wanted to make sure I got that right. Yes, I did. He has traveled the world educating stylists, been platform artist at a lot of shows, so he's got to be an amazing hairdresser. Alterna has a new product line, and it launched just a month ago. It's super brand new for all of you hairstylists out there, or vegan product lovers, or new product lovers. This is a good show for you to tune into. Paul's going to tell us all about these new products that are getting a lot of attention right now. Hairdressers are loving them. So if you're joining us today, please let us know. We've got Michelle running our comments and Tobin here running our graphics. So be sure and ask away your questions. We'd love to have you participate. And when we have a global education manager with us, definitely the tougher the questions, the better, because they have the answers. So we're really excited. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining you. Mwah. Thanks for joining me. Joining you. And let us know where you're joining from. We love to hear. We have people from Italy and England and a lot of different countries that like to tune into these shows, and it makes me very happy to know it's kind of a worldwide hour of all of us together. So I really would like you guys to meet Paul Wintner. Welcome, Paul.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. It's Friday. That makes me happy. And anytime I'm talking about new hair products, that makes me happy. So I know how busy you guys are traveling, educating salons. So I really appreciate your time and being here to talk to Beauty Care Choices customers about these amazing new products I'm super excited about.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on. I'm super excited to talk about it.
So I know you're a salon owner and an educator, but tell me a little bit about your history in the beauty industry.
Sure. So this is actually a second career for me. I started doing hair in 2007 is when I went back to school. I was 30 when I started hair school. It's always something that has been a passion for me, but I didn't ever really think of it as a career until I was older. And so I basically jumped in and just was really eager to learn. And I always knew I wanted to get into education, but I just had never found a brand that really spoke to me. I had done outside sales and done a lot of sales prior to being a hairstylist. And for me, sales is a transference of energy. So I just knew that if I was going to stand behind a brand, I really had to believe in it. And so in 2012 was actually when I met Alterna. I had started in a new salon in Beverly Hills, and I'd never heard of them before. And I just was super impressed with the products, how they actually performed, the way that my clients were actually responding to it. They really loved the products. They really loved how they made their hair feel. And then I took a class and just started to learn more about like their ingredient philosophies and the core philosophies of Alterna that have been their philosophy since they started in 1997. And I was like, well, this is a company that I could actually really get behind. I mean, I'm kind of speaks to me. I'm like the model client for Alterna. I'm vegan. I drive an electric vehicle. I'm like typical like California.
Alterna poster boy.
Yeah, right. So I asked the sales rep right after the class if they needed educators, and they did. So I was literally like kind of fast tracked to get to their training that was happening in like 2 months. And then that was 2012. I really kind of quickly grew through the ranks of their education ranks and was a creative team member for them, traveling all over the United States, teaching nationally, doing stage events and in salons and different, video shoots and things like that. And then when Alterna moved to Culver City in 2018, I applied for the role that I'm in today, which is their global education manager. So I closed my salon in 2018 and have been in-house with them really helping to create the education platforms that we teach, and then also training all of our educators in the US. And this is a recent role for me to go global. We just started making the education a global thing. So we're just starting to roll out education globally so that we all have the same voice across all markets and kind of have the same, strategies for education across.
What a great history. I love this show. Yeah. For a lot of different reasons. One, we speak to a really educated and interested consumer that wants to know more about the ingredients like we do. And also the product knowledge classes that happen in our salon, I found our customers are so interested in asking the same questions. So it's almost like a product knowledge class online, and I love that they get to participate. But even for hairdressers, I really love, or people thinking about getting into the beauty industry, it's such a cool, diverse, open community. And there's so many different jobs. So even if you don't want to be a hairdresser, maybe you want to be an educator, maybe you want to be a salesperson or a salon consultant or a platform artist. So just, people think of hairdressers as just being that behind the chair, but there's so much more to offer in our industry. And I love that you've kind of explored a lot of those different areas.
Yeah, it's been great, honestly. Like, this has been since I've come in-house, it's been, I feel like, a perfect merge of my skill sets from before being a hairstylist into like merging all my creative aspects with being a hairstylist as well.
Well, and there's nothing more, I think, honorable than somebody wanting to take their knowledge and educate others. I want to say hi to Karen, David, Dana, Lisa, everybody joining. I appreciate you. Lisa says, I love their stuff. And hi from the Gulf Shores. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hi. So we'll cover a little bit just of what people are familiar with Alterna. We know Alterna in their clean salon area. Alterna is gluten-free and cruelty-free and no artificial colors and paraben-free and sulfate-free and vegan. These My Hair, My Canvas that we're going to talk about today, a complete vegan line, which I am just so excited about. But let's talk quickly about the brand segments that people are familiar with to make that connection. One of our popular lines that we've sold for a long time is their Caviar. And gotta love Caviar. There's so many staples.
Love it. Yep.
Love the CC cream. They're 10-in-1, and their hairspray is such a great smell. What's your favorite product in Caviar?
See, I knew you were going to ask me this question. Like, it's like asking a mother who's her favorite kid.
Who's their favorite child, right? I can honestly always say what. No, I'm just kidding.
I know that I'm my mom's favorite.
Right, exactly. Me too. That's why we probably get along.
It's really hard for me to pick a favorite, honestly, when it comes to the product line in the Caviar line, because I use, honestly, so many of them. It's really all dependent upon the hair type, hair texture, and the hairstyle. Me personally, the one that I use every day on myself is the concrete clay. So, I'm a man, so I like the fact that it gives me texture and paste. So if it were for myself, like if I had to choose what was I going to use on myself every day, that would be it, would be the concrete clay. But honestly, I love so many in the Caviar line.
Caviar is just luxury. It really is. It's such a luxurious line. You just really feel it in the shower.
It really is. Honestly, this is kind of what sold me into being an educator, because you really get that transformation in the hair almost instantly.
Right.
You see hair going from being dull and lackluster and damaged, and then you immediately wash it with any of our shampoos and conditioners, and it immediately brings back the shine. It immediately, you see an improvement in the cuticle, you see an improvement in the elasticity. And so it really, not only do I see it, but my clients see it as well. And so it's because it gives you that instant, like, visible repair and change in the hair. It really is, an easy sell for me to get my clients to want to use it. And then it also smells really nice. Like, the key fragrance through the line is green tea and bergamot. So the most people don't realize this, but the Caviar anti-aging line, the key ingredient throughout the entire line is caviar extract. So people think it's just a name, but so it's not, the Caviar line is not completely vegan. It's all of those other things you said, but because we use caviar extract, we can't consider it to be vegan. Right. But the caviar extract we found is really rich in omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids, which help to repair the lipid layer of the hair. So it helps to really keep that hair shiny and resilient. Also really rich in vitamins and minerals. So the vitamins and minerals are really designed to help to strengthen the hair and keep it strong. And then the vitamins help to protect against future damage. So, whether you're picking up a hairspray or shampoos and conditioners, you're getting a key ingredient that helps to replenish, strengthen, and protect all in one ingredient. So I think that's a key benefit of the Caviar anti-aging line.
And caviar is fish eggs, so we just really want to point out it's still a cruelty-free line. There's no animal testing or anything else on it. Right. Just having those animal-derived products that's very easily obtained ingredient without hurting any animals. So that's always super important.
Actually, for sure. Yeah.
And then we talked luxury, and I couldn't agree more about the Caviar line. It's a great brand to send a client home with because you easily can attain that nice shine look leaving the salon. So the investment that you put into your client, they're able to show it off and make you look good at home too. As a hairdresser.
Yeah.
And then talking luxury, we have the 10 line, which is just, tell us about 10. Quick rundown.
So 10 was actually a line that launched during our 10-year anniversary in 2007. And it was really designed to be just an anniversary release to kind of celebrate 10 years of Alterna being around. And it basically uses 10 of the highest prestigious ingredients from around the globe. Like it has Mexican piaya, and it has frankincense and primrose and white truffle oil. And so these really high-end key ingredients that is really premium luxury. Right. And it really was just designed to give you that extra added luxury that you want in hair care. And it is, if you thought Caviar was great, 10 is beyond.
10's the primo.
Oh, primo.
The primo. We stopped selling it for a short amount of time. I don't know if Alterna stopped or whatever, but it was a customer demand to bring it back. Did you guys experience that too?
For sure. Yeah, it's just super luxurious. You can definitely feel a difference, and it's so concentrated, so you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. So even though it's really expensive, I think the retail is $65 a bottle for a shampoo, conditioner, or the mask, but you really do see that, that transformation in the hair, which really makes it worth it.
And instantly that you don't have to use as much product. Just the richness of it, you'll be able to tell right away. Yeah. So we love our Caviar and our 10, and now we're getting on to the My Hair, My Canvas. Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah. We're so excited about these new products. I know.
So excited about it.
So you're the educator. Tell me.
Yeah. So My Hair, My Canvas. Well, first of all, I'm just obsessed with the packaging. It looks so great. You're so matching beautiful. It very, very nicely today. So, it brings out the color in your eyes. Yeah. It looks so nice.
It's Jennifer's eye color. Yeah.
Yeah. So the My Hair, My Canvas line was really designed to target that even more discerning consumer that really wants even cleaner than what we have to offer with the Caviar anti-aging or the 10 line, where it really is. So this entire line is vegan. It's really designed to really to appeal to that even more discerning client, that even more ingredient conscious, more eco-conscious consumer, but yet still wants hair products that are going to perform and actually work well. Because you could go to Whole Foods and sometimes get a shampoo that's super clean, but does it make your hair feel great? Not always, right? So we really wanted to make sure that we stood up to the standards of Alterna, where it's going to have those premium textures, the premium, results, the nice aromas, and all of the things that you're used to with Alterna, but just going a little step further with our clean ingredient philosophy. So everything in the line is formulated without added parabens, sulfates, like sodium lauryl, sodium laureth sulfates, mineral oil, formaldehyde or formaldehyde releasing agents, gluten, and it is entirely vegan. So the key feature ingredient for this entire line is a vegan botanical caviar. And I don't know if you've ever seen or known, I have the product knowledge book here. I don't know if you have those images, but this is the vegan botanical caviar, which looks like a little marine. It's a marine botanical.
Sorry, we can't hear you now. It was just blocking your thing.
Sorry.
That's beautiful. No, I love that. Yeah.
So those green little eggs, it looks like little caviar dots on the end, are basically these little enriched capsules that grow on the sea botanical, which are really rich in minerals and vitamins that help to with moisture retention. So the key ingredient throughout the entire line is this vegan botanical caviar.
Tell me again, this is a plant that grows in the ocean?
Yeah, it grows in the ocean, off the coast in Asian coasts. And it's actually really well known in Asian countries, like Japan is really knows this very well, and they actually eat it in their foods because it is so healthy. It's known as an ancient Asian superfood. So all of those key benefits that are helping when you eat it are also great topically. It's been known to help with moisture retention, and it really helps to smooth the cuticle down to really give you that bounce, shine, and movement that you want in the hair. So as the key ingredient throughout the entire line, that's kind of the key benefit that you're getting with this line. And then we have secondary and tertiary ingredients that we can go through as we go through the different products that really help to play into that individual product besides the vegan botanical caviar. Another key feature for this line is that we use 50% post-consumer recycled packaging with twist open and closed caps. We don't have any overhead caps to kind of eliminate plastic waste. And so all of the products are made with 50% like non-virgin plastics to really help to cut down on plastic consumption and plastic usage, to really help to appeal to that eco-conscious consumer. Yeah.
Look at Alterna stepping it up. I mean, you guys have always been a great company, but wow, this just really hits home for me, where our consumers are very clean and they're very ingredient concerned. We do have a lot of vegan customers that this is going to please so much. I love this vegan caviar. I'm not to just keep harping on this, but I thought your picture was amazing. Is there a technical name for the plant, or is it just a vegan caviar? Do you know?
So I don't know the actual technical name, honestly. The vegan botanical caviar is what we call it. Okay. We wanted to kind of keep that story aligned of caviar. Yeah. Caviar to aging, and then this is the vegan botanical caviar.
And I love that it's still found in the sea too, right? It's that same correlation of it. So the smells are amazing. Are each of the products their own smell line, or do we have a common scent through all of them?
So we have 3 different aromas throughout the entire line. We have a My Hair, My Canvas signature aroma, which is in the Me Time Everyday Shampoo and Conditioner and the New Beginnings Exfoliating Cleanser. And that has notes of citrus and cardamom. So very clean, but also kind of has a spiciness to it. It's actually my favorite aroma in the line, which I think is why it's its standout. And then we have all of our volume products use sea berry and mandarin as their key aroma. And then all the other stylers that we have that are non-volumizing stylers is bergamot and jasmine. So
wonderful. Let's start with that Me Time, because that seems to be like the most popular. It's kind of your everyday shampoo, correct?
Yeah, so the whole idea behind My Hair, My Canvas was designed to be a mix and match, pick and play kind of system. So we broke the line into 3 different categories of Prime, Create, and Extend. So Prime is going to be your cleansers and conditioners. Create will be the products that you'd use to create your style or foundations for your styles. And then Extend will be the products that basically extend the life of your style. And so rather than like how Caviar has like a moisture line and a bond repair line and a volume line, we didn't want to box the consumer into having to pick like which products are for my hair type. So really everything in the My Hair, My Canvas line can be used for any hair type, really depending on what you want to do for your hair on any given day.
And so all of the products are color safe, correct?
Everything is color safe. So because we don't use any sodium lauryl or sodium lauryl sulfates, it's not going to be drying or stripping for the hair. It's going to be color safe, also keratin or perm safe or Brazilian blowout safe. So any kind of treatments that you'll have on the hair will really be safe for those things.
So sodium chloride free also. So they're perfect for the straightening and any of the keratin smoothing process. Awesome.
Yes.
So we have Me Time shampoo, and then we also have More to Love Bodifying shampoo. So let's go through and talk about what those are really your choices, which is so awesome because you don't have to like, you know, think, am I colors, am I this and this? So how do you choose between those two?
So honestly, like I said, it's a mix and match system. So like if you wanted to have more volume in your hair one day, you would go to the More to Love Bodifying shampoo and conditioner. If you're wanting to have more of a smoother, softer style with maybe not necessarily the bounce, but more just like a sleeker look, you might go to the Me Time Everyday shampoo and conditioner. The Me Time line has the vegan botanical caviar, and then the secondary key ingredient in there is water lily extract. And water lily extract is actually really known for helping to add more resiliency and bounce to the hair, and also gives you an extra layer of resiliency as far as shine and added shine to the hair. It also is really rich in antioxidants that help to protect against future damage. So the Me Time Everyday Shampoo and Conditioner is just designed to be that go-to every time you wash your hair. You can use this on any hair type, any hair texture. Because of the fact that it uses the vegan botanical caviar, it's not a heavy key ingredient, so your hair is still going to not feel weighed down. So it's not going to necessarily give you added volume, but it's not going to weigh down any kind of volume that you might naturally already have in your hair. And again, that aroma is the citrus and cardamom, which is the My Hair, My Canvas signature aroma. And it's very easy to use. You just twist to unlock, pump, 2 to 3 pumps in your hands. I always say use water in your hands when you're applying the shampoo, because it helps to emulsify to kind of create that suds that you want. But because we don't use harsh sulfates, we use natural surfactants that are coconut derived. So you would want to just use water to kind of get that emulsification going.
Yeah, it's a very concentrated shampoo, as are a lot of professional shampoos. And so that added water definitely helps the product spread more and give you that good emulsification. So I love this, that we're not choosing the product. Me Time is for every day, and then More to Love is bodifying. And you're choosing it more off of the style that you're going for, as opposed to your hair need, because the shampoos are formulated for anyone's needs, right?
Anyone's needs, yeah. So someone with fine hair could still use the Me Time Everyday Shampoo and Conditioner and not feel like it's weighing down their hair.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then the key standout in the Prime line, which is in the unique color. So it's got the unique color. So we didn't just run out of Neo Mint, right? It's actually that's designed to be the star of the show. It's the New Beginnings Exfoliating Cleanser. And so this, have you ever used an exfoliating cleanser for your face?
I have never used. Oh yes. In a skincare line. I thought you meant. Yes.
So what are the benefits of an exfoliating cleanser?
Is cell renewal, right? To get slough off some of the old and bring out the new, right?
Yeah. So that's kind of why we don't call this a clarifying shampoo, because a lot of times people hear clarifying and they think, oh, it's going to strip my color, or it's going to dry my hair out, right? So this is more of like an exfoliating cleanser. So we've always kind of played that nod of hair care, skincare for hair care.
Okay.
So this uses, along with the vegan botanical caviar, it uses a lemon peel extract, which is designed to help to really cleanse the hair. It also uses alpha hydroxy acids. So it has a nice citrus aroma to it. And then also perlite. So perlite is a natural mineral that is designed to help to remove any kind of toxins or buildup on the hair. It's very gentle exfoliator. So the lemon peel extract and the perlite is what we use to really help to cleanse the hair, keeps the best canvas on your hair to kind of build onto that. So you would use it to invigorate the scalp, cleanse the scalp and the hair. It's not that drying, so you could use this every single time you wash your hair. There is no how little or how often you should use it. It's really when you feel like you just want a better cleanse on your hair.
And you can mix this with either of the conditioners?
With either of the conditioners. I use this almost every time I'm in the shower. I love it. It's actually such a clean formula that you can actually use it on your face as a facial cleanser, or even on your body. So it's
Wow.
such a clean formula that it can be used from head to toe. So that's why I say, like, almost every time I'm in the shower, I have that large one like you have, because I use it like it's like a body wash, because I usually probably either wash my face or my body with it if I'm not washing my hair with it. Yeah.
And you bring up an amazing point that I talk about all the time, is we always need to remember whatever we're washing our hair with in the shower is touching our skin. So you have to know, start at the top, especially if you're green and concerned about chemicals and stuff a lot of people I know spend a ton of money on skincare, but never think that they're protecting their face and then shampooing and rinsing straight over their skin. So it's still, it doesn't matter if you're doing it at your sink or you're doing it in your shower, it's still touching the same thing. So what a great concept that, I mean, here's a shampoo that you could actually wash your body with too. And we know there are some shampoos out there that are both shampoo and body wash, because it makes sense.
Yeah, we didn't initially set out for that to be like this, but when we spoke with the person in the R&D room when we were going through the formula, she's like, yeah, she's actually worked in skincare before, and she's like, there's nothing in this formula that says you shouldn't use it on your face or even on your body. It's actually such a clean formula, and it has such an experience in the shower with the aroma that it's just so invigorating. I'm obsessed.
Yes, if you know aromatherapy, any citrus is definitely awakening and motivating, energizing. So how exciting. That's very exciting. And then like we can still use it with the everyday me time shampoo or the conditioner and the More to Love conditioner if you need that conditioning after. But it's not a stripping, it's a new beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah. So after you said these are kind of your primers. Is that where you guys are going with that?
So this is the prime category. So what you would use to basically prime your hair. So your cleansers, your conditioners. Yeah. So that's the prime category, is those 5 products. And the reason why we do that is that it leaves us open for adding more down the road, you know? But at least we're not necessarily pigeonhole the consumer into thinking like, oh, I can only use this if I have, if I want volume, or I can only use this if I want, moisture, right? So it's really for every consumer, depending on what they want to do for their hair on any given day.
Nice. I want to say hi to Deb and Joe and Daniel. Thank you guys all for joining us. We're now stepping from the shampoos and the conditioners into what's the next step after prime? I know you gave us 3 steps.
So the next category after prime is create. So create is what you'll use as far as your stylers to create your style. Like once you get out of the shower and you want to create that style for your hair, these are going to be the 5 key different products that you could use to create your style on any given day. Some can be used on wet and dry hair. Some are more just for wet hair. So we've got the Easy Does It Air Dry Balm, the Anyway Texture Spray, Soaring High Volumizing Blowout Mist, and the Shine On Defining Foam, and the Glow For It Universal Gloss.
Yeah, so we have some of the key ones right here on a little close-up. I love the names. The names are so amazing. So let's talk about Easy Does It. Who's that product perfect for?
So the Easy Does It, again, like I said, this is for every client, any hair type. It's really for the client that just doesn't want to have any, say you're some days you do want to blow dry your hair, and other days you just want to have really nice hair, but you don't want to blow dry it. So this uses prickly pear oil, water lily extract, vegan botanical caviar, and white charcoal. So some of the new ingredients that I've talked about there. So we've talked about water lily extract, but the prickly pear oil is actually a fruit that grows on a cactus in the desert. And it's really has a high omega lipid layer profile. So it's known for being very resilient and creating nights of shine, but also at the same time helps to protect against free radical damage because it's really rich in antioxidants. So, and then the
very smoothing to the cuticle.
Smoothing to the cuticle, gives a nice shine, resiliency, and then also protecting against future damage. And then Ubami white charcoal we use a lot in our formulas to really help to protect against toxins in the environment, but also help to kind of remove any impurities that might be on the hair as well. So the Easy Does It Air Dry Balm is great because it is really designed to help to speed up air dry time. It helps to smooth the cuticle. The aroma on this is bergamot and jasmine. So that's like the other formula in all of our stylers. So you would just apply about a dime to quarter size amount depending on your hair texture. If you have texture in your hair already, like if you have curly or textured hair, you would scrunch it into the hair or use your fingers as like to create ringlets to kind of enhance that curl.
Right.
Yep, just kind of scrunching it into it. Or if you want your hair to just dry like natural and straight, you could just rake it through the hair with your fingers and then take a brush and brush it through and then just let it air dry. And what you're going to find is your hair just dries really nice and natural. It doesn't, helps to tame any kind of frizz that might happen during the air drying process, and just really makes you feel like you have really nice, soft hair when the hair is dry.
Almost like a natural texture, because I know having highlighted my hair and stuff, after I blow dry, I feel like if I don't apply heat, that I have this kind of frizzy, unkept look. And I feel like using this lets me keep any natural wave that I might have or any natural texture I have, but at least puts more of a more put together look. I don't look like I just didn't finish my hair, right?
Absolutely. And there's a lot of great techniques, and we teach one that is like an air dry technique where you can use the air dry balm along with like a scarf to like create rope braids around the hair to kind of give you that natural curl in the hair as it air dries. Or even braiding the hair is really a great technique. Like go ahead and putting your hair into French braids and letting it dry, and then taking it down and getting a nice air dried wave in the hair.
And I love that.
This is really nice for keeping that cuticle kind of smooth down and fighting that frizz as it's air drying.
Awesome. That sounds like one I need to try. I'm definitely going to try that this weekend. So the Soaring High Volumizing Foam, your mousse.
The Soaring High Volumizing Blowout Mist is actually it's a mist. So it's a spray. So this clicks to unlock. No, that's fine. We've got the shine on.
I'm learning.
It's a lot of words. Being that this is new, I've been teaching this for the last 6 weeks to different people, so I've kind of started to finally get a grasp on the material myself. But
Soaring High Volumizing Blowout Mist. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a volumizing spray that goes on damp hair prior to blow drying. So it uses a coconut sugar, bamboo extract, and also the vegan botanical caviar. So we use coconut sugar as a way to kind of help to create building and scaffolding in the hair, but it also gives a nice high shine without drying the hair out. And then bamboo extract gives you that strength and flexibility that you want when you're using a hot tool or round brush. The key benefits for this line is it protects up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 232 degrees Celsius for those who are Celsius consumers. And then it also gives you up to 72 hours of humidity protection. So it's going to lock in the moisture and block out that humidity for up to 72 hours.
Our summer beach going girls, you might need this.
Yeah. So you just spray this throughout clean, damp, towel-dried hair and then blow dry either with a round brush or a diffuser just to really help to build volume into the hair.
Fun. And then we're going to move on to the Glow For It, the universal gloss.
The Glow For It Universal Gloss is amazing. So again, it is a universal gloss. This uses the vegan botanical caviar, again, the prickly pear oil that we talked about, and the umami white charcoal. So this also has a heat protection up to 450 degrees. So you can use it on damp or dry hair. On damp hair, you would use it to really give you that nice shine and resiliency as you're blowing hair out, or even if you're letting it air dry, just to give you that extra resiliency. It's also a great heat protection. So if maybe you're not wanting volume and you just want to give a nice, smooth, sleek blowout, this would be one that you would use to give you a smooth, sleek blowout with that heat protection to really lock in the cuticle, give you that high shine. And then the umami white charcoal helps to protect from pollutants in the environment. It is highly concentrated, so you don't need a lot, like one pump. It's very liquidy, and you actually, as you emulsify it on your hands, you'll see it feels very oily, but it's so lightweight. Once you apply it to the hair, it almost disappears instantaneously. So it's not going to weigh the hair down. It's not going to make your hair feel greasy or oily. Just gives you a really nice slip to the hair. And then you can also apply it on dry hair to kind of just help to give any kind of tame the flyaways. any kind of slip at the very end of a style to kind of help just boost shine and give a nice slip and shine to the hair at the end of the style.
I was curious. I wanted to know the texture. That's an interesting description. It's not a serum, but it's not an oil. It really is more of a loose oil, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of it's very slick and very shiny. Awesome.
Right. That's why we kind of call it a gloss, because if you think of like, if we said it's not really a serum, it's not really an oil, it's just a gloss to really kind of, if you think about lip gloss for the hair, right? So like lip gloss you put on is that last layer to kind of boost shine. Yeah, so it's just a really nice product. I'm obsessed with it.
It's so smooth and soft. Right. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Your hands might feel really oily now, but I guarantee you, honestly, in like 2 minutes, you're not going to feel like you have anything on your hands.
It's just going to go away. Because they still feel a little slickery right now, but I can tell that it is absorbing fast. And it's not sticky at all. It's just very smooth.
Very smooth. Yeah, it's a great product. The aroma on this one is jasmine and bergamot and jasmine. Yeah.
Smells so good. So let me see. What have I missed? We have our Shine On Defining Foam. That must be the next part of the style section.
Yep. So in the Create line, we have the Shine On Defining Foam. So this is a unique product that I don't even know if there's one like it on the market. It is a shine product in a foam. So a lot of times when people think of a foam, they think of like a mousse for volume. Right. Where this is really going to be that shine enhancing foam. So this uses the vegan botanical caviar, the umami white charcoal, and also the prickly pear oil. And as you can see, it creates a really nice foam, right? It's very
so pretty. It's so rich too. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's super rich.
Yeah, but so lightweight. Like the directions say use a palm size amount and apply through the hair from mid lengths to ends on wet hair. But even on dry hair, even like that small amount, if you have areas where the hair is dull, you can actually just kind of scrunch it in, and it'll actually help to just boost shine. It may feel like it's a little bit damp at first, but as it dries, it's no crunch. It's not going to have any kind of like build up or residue on the hair. The thing I love about all of the My Hair, My Canvas line is it really just helps to enhance your style, but it doesn't make you feel like you have product in your hair. It's just such a clean line.
And as much as I put them in my hands and keep playing with them in my hair, I know I do this all the time. By the end of the show, I look ridiculous because I just keep trying everything and layering it. Yeah. But I do like to try it, and I like for people to see that if it's not just a liquid, what it looks like. Yeah. But my hands aren't sticky. That's what's so crazy is I haven't washed it all, and there's no residue to it.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. So you would use this mostly on damp towel dried hair, focusing on your mid lengths and ends, and then blow drying the hair because it really helps to give you that increased resiliency and shine in the hair. Yeah, I am obsessed with this product. I love it. Yeah.
Tobe, let's get the collage up again. We'll talk about just kind of do a quick little overview. We've got the More to Love Bodifying Shampoo and Conditioner, the Me Time Shampoo and Conditioner, the New Beginnings, which is our pink product, the Exfoliating Cleanser, which is just giving yourself a new, refreshed feeling. And then we've gone through Easy Does It. Have we talked about Anyway Texture Spray?
We haven't, but the Anyway Texture Spray is our texturizing product. So this can be used to enhance natural texture that you already have in the hair, or to build texture into the hair that maybe doesn't have texture. This uses the vegan botanical caviar, our coconut sugar blend, and the umami white charcoal. So the coconut sugar is really what's building that scaffolding in the hair. This gives 24 hours of humidity resistance. It's designed to be sprayed into damp towel dried hair to scrunch into the hair, or use a diffuser to kind of help to build texture. But the nice thing is like, say you have waves in your hair or like curls like what you have, if you want to kind of help to increase that texture on dry hair, you can spray a couple pumps and just scrunch it into the hair, and it's going to help to just enhance that texture, but out feeling like, oh, I just put a ton of texture products in my hair, because we don't use salt, we use this coconut sugar. It's really going to give a nice luster or shine to the hair.
So I love too that you can't even really tell that it's a spray. And so I was kind of a little deceived on it over there. I'm like, that doesn't look like a spray. And it does. super
Yeah.
fine, super duper fine mist. What a great
Yeah.
dispenser. I love this packaging.
Yeah, you just twist to unlock, and then you just spray it out. The aroma on this is the sea berry and mandarin, and it's a lovely. I'm obsessed.
Yeah. And so I'm definitely a straight girl. But through the years, I've gotten texture in the back. So now when my hair's just left alone, I've got this uneven curl back here and then straight right here. And so this would be a great product to kind of give me that balance, right? Just kind of add a little bit extra right here and then add some shine back here. So for those of us that wish we were curly or wish we had a little more body, everybody says, do you have anything that I can just scrunch in my hair and it's not going to be crunchy, but I just get these great waves? And this is your Anyway texture spray, right?
This is that's it. Anyway, texture spray. Yeah.
You want body, you want wave, you want curl, you have texture any way you want it, right?
Any way you want it, yep. And it's for, like I said, it's for people that already have texture in their hair just to enhance that natural texture, or for people that don't have texture and they want texture. It really does help to create a nice foundation because of those crystals. So if you think about sugar crystals under a microscope, they're very spiky, right? So it's those spikes on those sugar crystals which kind of create that scaffolding to kind of build that texture into the hair. So that's kind of the whole science behind it.
I love it. Your ingredient deck is making me hungry. You know, we've got these sugars and coconut and lemon. And I'm like,
Time to go cooking.
I think it's lunchtime almost here, huh? Okay, so I'm interested about the name. I love all the names. Where is the name coming, all of the naming systems coming from? Where are they getting all of these names?
You know, that's our marketing and brand department. They just came up with some fun names to make it kind of fun and playful, just to kind of play along with the line. We really wanted to just play into this mix and match idea that's endlessly flexible and just really gives you an idea of like, we wanted to arouse an experience with the products, right? So that's kind of the whole idea of these names, is it gives you an idea of the experience that you're going to have with the product. So like the Me Time Everyday Shampoo and Conditioner, it's just going to give you like that, like everyday connection to yourself and to your rituals. You know, More to Love Bodifying Shampoo just, you know, gives you more to love with your hair. This, you know, Shine On Defining Foam just helps to, you know, so it kind of sparks or invigorates a mood or an idea of our moods. Yeah.
They're very clever. I like your marketing team. Yeah. So I'm interested about City Stay Shielding Hairspray. So that's an interesting name for hairspray. City Stay.
Yeah. So City Slay.
City Slay. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
But so City Stay, you know, if it's a hairspray, it kind of went for me too.
Yeah. Okay. Who doesn't want to slay in the city, right?
Okay, I'm with you now. We're slaying in the city. City slay.
Exactly.
I got it.
Yeah. So City Slay Shielding Hairspray.
I told you guys I'm learning right along with you. Please be it's a brand new product for me too.
No worries. Yeah. So we have two products in our Extend category. So when you think about Extend, it's those that are going to extend the life of your style, because more and more people are not washing their hair every day. You're going to want products that help to extend that life of your style, but still make your hair feel like hair, not feel like you have to wash your hair.
Right.
So that's these two products, is the City Slay Shielding Hairspray and the Another Day Dry Shampoo. So the City Slay, they both use the vegan botanical caviar and the Embalming white charcoal. The white charcoal is because it's known for helping to soak up toxins or protect against toxins or pollutants in the environment, and also help to absorb any kind of toxins or buildup on the hair. So the hairspray protects up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. It gives you 72 hours of humidity resistance. So it's going to help to lock in the moisture, block out humidity. So the great thing about this is there's different ways you can use this. You can use this at the end of your style just to kind of create a nice even veil of protection over the hair where it locks in the moisture, blocks out the humidity, almost like a raincoat for the hair, right? If you're going out into the environment. Or if you're going to style your hair with a hot tool and you really want to kind of give you that humidity protection with heat, you can spray this on each individual section prior to using a flat iron or a curling iron. It's going to give you that heat protection you want. It's going to give you a light hold. It's never going to be tacky or sticky or flaky or crunchy. It's a very nice, light weight hairspray that is buildable. So you can use it multiple times to build in the hold level. The more you spray it, the more hold you'll get with it. Okay. But at the end of the day, you can actually brush through your hair and it's not going to get caught in a brush. You're going to feel like, and you're not going to feel like, I just used a ton of hairspray in my hair. So it really is just a nice overall hairspray. And it just clicks to unlock. So we've got that twist to unlock cap. Yep.
Super easy.
Shake it up and then spray it about 6 to 8 inches away from the hair to get that hold that you want.
Great smell too.
Yeah.
You can tell not sticky at all. Yeah. Not very nice.
Yeah. That's the bergamot and jasmine aroma.
And it does have a good aroma for a hairspray. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So now we're taking a whole loop all the way back around to shampoos, but we're going to go dry shampoo with our Another Day.
Yes.
And dry shampoo is this new category that literally, I don't know how we ever lived without it.
Absolutely. And it ranges on the spectrum for dry shampoos. There's tons of them across the board. So people are always like, well, why should I use yours? What's the benefit? What's the key features in this one? So this one is an aerosol. So like in the Caviar line, we have a sheer dry shampoo. So there's different people. Some people don't want aerosol. Some people do prefer aerosol. The difference between a non-aerosol and an aerosol is with an aerosol, you're going to get even finer of a distribution of the product because they're able to break it down into even smaller molecular size to distribute that product onto the hair. Where with our sheer dry shampoo, it's going to be just a little bit more that's going to come out with each of the pumps. But the great thing about both of those is they're sheer. They're never going to be a powdery residue.
Not that white color, correct?
Yeah, we're talc free. So talc is an irritant. So this one uses the Ubami white charcoal to help to soak up oils and to help to protect the hair. And then in the Caviar line, we use lanolin clay, kaolin clay, and tapioca as a way to soak up the oils in the hair.
More good ingredients for this breakfast for your hair. That's what Allie, one of the people watching us, Allison says, breakfast for your hair, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So with the Another Day dry shampoo, you would just spray this in the areas where you need to soak up any oils, use your fingers or a brush to brush it through, and you'll never see a white powder or white residue. The thing I love about this dry shampoo is that sometimes dry shampoos can make your hair feel like, I just put dry shampoo in my hair.
Right. That almost sticky texture.
Or like, now I definitely need to wash it tonight. Like, it got me through today.
This is my last day.
Yeah. Where with this one, you could really use this day in and day out. It just makes your hair feel refreshed. It doesn't make you feel like you have dry shampoo in your hair. It just makes your hair feel soft and like basically helps to refresh that hair for second and third day styles.
So I always like it. I tend to sweat back here. I know that's not attractive to say, but with long hair and stuff, you really do end up with that kind of almost like sweaty. And when you do this with a good dry shampoo that's super light like this, I cannot believe there is no residue texture in this. And that is one of the things that really stops me sometimes from using dry shampoo is it makes my hair too dirty. Where it feels like it's absorbing those oils, but now I feel a little dirty. This is so clean feeling. That's what's so fresh.
Yep. It's amazing. It's a great line. A key tip that I always like to recommend too is if you know you're going to be working out or you're going to be sweating and those sweat points where you sweat, spray on this dry shampoo before in those areas so that it actually will soak up that the sweat and moisture as you're actually sweating. So it's actually kind of a preventative way to...
Right. So once you already look all oily, you're not trying to make it, do the job all right then, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Lindsay, thank you for joining us. It's such a great product. Tammy, so we have kind of covered a lot of the line, and I know it's towards the end of the show, but I definitely want to answer some of the questions that we've had. Sure. And then I also want to clarify a couple things. We say heat protection to 450 because that's usually how high irons go. And not that you have to use your iron at that hot, but just to know Right.
Up to that amount. So that's the maximum that we've tested the capacity for heat protection, and it will protect up to that level of heat.
And so Tammy is saying for dry, heat processed, over processed hair, what's your favorite formula? What's going to be your favorite cocktails for her longer hair, dry, very over processed? What she's looking for your regimen
to use on the hair dry?
Probably just start to finish, your prime style.
So to be honest, if you have over-processed damaged hair, this is where you're going to want to go to the Caviar line.
I love your honesty. That's awesome.
Because the Caviar line has the restructuring bond repair line, which has the bond enforcing technology that's going to seek out cracks and fissures in the hair. It's going to seal down the hair. It's going to give you a 99% reduction in breakage. So, the one thing that this is kind of the key difference. People are like, well, what's the difference between My Hair, My Canvas and Caviar? So My Hair, My Canvas is a great line, and it is amazing, and it's going to make your hair look and feel nice. Where Caviar Anti-Aging is like, it's going to reverse those signs of damaged, broken, aging, brittle hair and bring it back to a virgin state. What My Hair, My Canvas is going to do is put that pause on making it get any worse, like your hair's not going to get more damaged, but it's not necessarily going to reverse those signs, right? So if you want your hair to look healthy just for today and you're not so worried about repairing the hair, then I would say use the New Beginnings Exfoliating Cleanser just to create a nice foundation, and then go in with the Me Time conditioner, because that's going to really help to enrich and enhance the hair, smooth the cuticle. And then for blowing it out, I would use the Glow For It Universal Gloss and the Shine On Defining Foam. Those are the two things that are going to help with the resiliency and shine on the hair, right? And then if you're using a hot tool, I would go in with the City Slay Shielding Hairspray on dry hair.
Nice. And all of the products are cocktailable, correct?
Everything. You could honestly mix and match between our entire line.
So Caviar 10, you can mix all of them, any of them.
Everything is designed to be mix and match. So it's really like you could have one thing from My Hair, My Canvas, one thing from Caviar, one thing from 10. So it really is going to be that up to the client to really be discerning on what they want for their hair specifically. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask you to pick between your children again. What's your favorite My Canvas product? I have to ask, I mean, it's a brand new line. You've got to have developed at least a passion for a few of them.
So it stands out on its own. It's the New Beginnings Exfoliating Cleanser. It's not by mistake that this is a highlighted product. It really is, honestly, like, I've not met anyone that's used this that hasn't fallen in love with it. It is just such a great, great product. And again, I use it in the shower almost every time. So if I'm going to go as a go-to for Prime, that's going to be it for Prime. For the Create category, it's going to be the Anyway Texture Spray. Just because it is so versatile and flexible, you can use it on damp towel dried hair, you can use it on dry hair, and it really is like, for a hairdresser, I like to think of it as like a hairdresser's hands in a can. It's going to give you that zhuzh that you want in the hair, that maybe like that
when
special,
hairdressers do this kind of stuff,
when
right?
They do that, yeah. When they zhuzh your hair, it's going to give you that
the zhuzh. I love that.
Yeah. Right? And then Another Day Dry Shampoo. I have to say, I'm like obsessed with that dry shampoo. It's just incredible.
Just the little bit that I've sprayed and played today, I can tell that's going to be one of my favorites, because I've never felt a dry shampoo that I don't feel the after effects in my hair.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
How exciting. So if you guys want to learn more about Alterna, they have quite a few Instagram at Alterna Hair Care and at Alterna Education on Facebook. They're Alterna Hair Education Group. So great ways to connect, find out more if you're a hairdresser. If you're just a super interested consumer, know that all of our customer service people answering our phones here at Beauty Care Choices are licensed hairdressers also, and take these PK classes with these amazing educators to keep ourselves current and be able to advise appropriately. Anything we missed? Should we say anything else?
No, honestly, Jennifer, I really am just so appreciative of you having us on here and just giving us a platform to talk about Alterna. I would say if you're a consumer watching this, the best place to really get the benefits for you is to go to Alterna Hair Care.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a hairstylist, I would also follow along with that as the Alterna Education Instagram page. We're kind of working to build that up even more. And then also for like tutorials and like how-tos on stylers and stuff, our Facebook group, which is Alterna Hair Care Education. All through April and May, we did workshop Wednesdays. I did PKs with Paul. So there's a ton of great recorded videos that you can go back and watch, and we're continuing to add more as we move forward with more education. So yeah, I would say like the best experience is just your own personal experience. So dive in, get your hands into the products. I'm sure you'll end up loving it just as much as we do.
I definitely can't wait to try. Definitely the New Beginning shampoo is my weekend shampoo going to be this weekend for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm very excited to try them. And they're beautifully packaged. And I love the sustainability and all of the clean attributes, all cruelty free. Now, My Hair, My Canvas, complete vegan line, brand new launch to Alterna. We have it here at Beauty Care Choices, and hairdressers are just finding out and loving it. So we thank you so much for being here with us.
Jennifer, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Have a great weekend.
Right. Have a great week.
So that was Paul Wintner with Alterna, their global education manager. We were so thrilled to have him here and teach us about this new beautiful line from Alterna. Our girls are all standing by, our customer service agents. You can reach us at the numbers below, and they have been tuning in and learning about these products also. We appreciate you guys joining us. Let us know if you have any further questions in the comments, and we will check back and answer them. And let us know if you have any ideas for future shows. Have a great weekend, and everybody stay safe.